Hello again. In Lesson 8, we are introducing the letter O. It's very similar to another letter that you already know how to write. We start again with a lead-in stroke. Practice a couple of them if you'd like to. You can always pause the video. We're going to add a curl over wave. Lead in and a curl over wave. Now we're going to add going back over the top, just like we do for a couple of other letters. And we stop about here. Lead in, curl over, back over the top, and stop. Let's add the next bit. Lead in, curl over wave, back over the top, add a curl under and join up. Lead in, curl over wave, back over the top, add a curl under and join up. That looks a little bit of too long a lead-in stroke, but don't worry about it. When we're using lined paper, we'll be able to sort that out. Now, we get now to the part of the letter O that is different. Lead in, curl over wave, back over the top, add a curl under and an exit stroke. And there you see what's different. The exit stroke is at the top of the letter, not the bottom. There are 4 letters in the alphabet that are top joiners. So let's practice that again. Lead in, curl over wave, back over the top, curl under and add an exit stroke. Lead in, curl over wave, back over the top and add an exit stroke. Now this exit stroke means that when we join it to another letter, we don't need to have a lead-in stroke. Let's practice joining this to another letter O. Lead in, curl over wave, back over the top, curl under, join up, and our exit stroke is going to go straight into the top of the curl over wave, then back over the top, curl under, lead in just that top bit, back over the top, add a curl under and join up. How did you get on? Now, as we have with all the other letters, if you would rather just write your letter O like that, that is absolutely fine. There we go. And another one. It's very similar to our capital letter O, which needs to be a bit bigger. Let's practice on lined paper. lead in. Add a curl over wave. Back over the top. Curl under and join up. There's our exit stroke, ready to join to the next letter. Even if you don't join it, in cursive writing, that is the last bit of the letter O. The capital letter O goes from the top pink line to the bottom blue line. And it doesn't have an exit stroke because we won't be joining it. Let's have a go at writing it on lines that are closer together. I always find this a little bit easier. And here's my capital. Let's have a go at joining. We go across to the top of the letter if we're joining two letter O's together. And here's a single one. Now you might have spotted two letter O's together like that in words. And if you have, they are used for a different sound than the one that we are going to be thinking about today. Which sound do you think we use a single letter O for? Well done. O. We use a single letter O for the sound O. We also use it for the sound O. But to begin with, we're going to be thinking about O. There's a sound sorting activity you might like to do in a bit. Going over, listening for O. Or you could go on a sound search where you are. Draw pictures of things you can see that have the sound O. But to begin with, we need to think about joining this top joiner to the other letters we've been learning. First, we do the letter O, and the exit goes down into the letter N. Pause the video and practice that. The letter O, we finish it, and the exit stroke leads into a down stroke. Back up and finish the letter N. Oh, I think I better do that one again. Here's our letter O. The exit stroke goes down for the start of the letter N. Let's have a look at another way of joining. Here's our letter O, and the exit stroke goes up. And then we finish the letter T. Let's practice that one. Lead in, curl over, curl under, join up, and that exit stroke goes up and back down again to finish the letter T. Then we cross. Let's practice that again. Go up and down again for the letter T before we cross it. this time we are going to finish the letter O and go across to join an S. We practiced that a little bit when we were joining to another O. The exit stroke goes across for the top of the letter S. The letter O's exit stroke goes across for the letter S. Pause the video to practice these. You might also like to practice joining the letter O to the letter M. That's very similar to joining it to N. Across and down. And then joining the letter O to the letter I. And joining the letter O to the letter A. These letter combinations are used for different sounds that we aren't covering just yet, but you might like to practice writing them. Thank you for joining me, and perhaps now you'd like to do the sound sorting activity. Your choice.